Well, good morning, traders. How's everybody doing today? On this Wednesday, August 5th, 2020. Hello, this is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks, and I appreciate you listening to or watching my video blog. We're going to look at some trade ideas, and then toward the end of the video, we're going to take a look at a few trades that I put on yesterday, and maybe a few that I closed as well, to give you some idea what we do. All right, let's start real quick with the SPY. Futures are up this morning. Looks like we're going to open up very close to our 331.75-ish target up here. We're going to have to see if we can close up there. That's quite a stretch. It is possible we see a little bit of a gap and then a little bit of a fade somewhere during the day. But we could close above that 31.75, and that would set us up for reaching for about 34.75 up here. VXX. This is the VIX instrument that I like to trade. And as you can see yesterday, it had absolutely no fear, no volatility, nothing at all. VIX is just burying itself down here. And until we see that bullish move, until we see the bullish trend take off, low, high, higher, low, then we'll remain bullish on the market, because this is just not showing that the market is ready to go down. All right, let's take a look at some trades. So these are trades that I'm going to be adding to my watch list. Might buy some today, might buy some tomorrow, might even wait next week to buy some. Generally, when I look at trades and I post them, they're not the type of trades where you have to get immediately. They're trades where they're setting up in chart patterns, and buys can be made within those chart patterns, and looking for higher moves. So, like I said, there's nothing super fast about the trades that I look for. We don't look for day trading trades. Although we might put on some day trading trades during the day. I'll show you one yesterday that I traded, bought it in the morning and sold it in the afternoon. And I'll show you that toward the end of the video here. Okay, so I'm looking at BJ's Wholesale Club. We've rallied up here, and a little bit of just up and down. But what I'm looking at is the trend line here, and you can see where the trend line has touched down in this area. We've put in a couple of doji candles, and now a bullish candle to the upside, stopping right at that line. So what I'm looking for is a breakout. So a couple of choices I have here is to possibly buy on an inside day if it allows us to do that. And it looks like at the moment we're opening up on an inside day at the very top of the range, though. So I might be a buyer here. What I'll do is I'll have it on the scanner, and then the scanner will alert me. So I don't have to be staring at it. I can be looking at other charts as well. And if I see it start hopping and popping on the scanner, I might just jump in ahead of or during the breakout. If it wants to slink to the downside just a little bit, I actually think that would be a little bit better, just so we get a better entry. And of course, if it does break out, you miss the breakout trade. There's always over the next few days, because we're looking for, let's see here, BJ, probably up in the 44 area up here. 44 area, and even higher. Let's look at the 46.50 area on BJ. Another one I'm looking at is GPS Gap. Gap's been working out pretty well. You can see that we've got a nice little trend here on Gap. And what I really like about it is from this point here, we gapped up. There we go. We gapped up, and then we consolidated, and then put in another gap, playing with these highs in here, And now we've pulled back. We've got a little doji bullish engulf at the bottom of the trend. So that's the trade that I'm looking for. I would be looking for an entry, say in about this area here. And I would say for a target area, maybe 1650, maybe 1650. And I think it will be very, very important to break out of about this 1390. Let's actually move it up here, say $14. So that might be a nice buy-in here. Watch for resistance about 14 bucks. If we take out the $14 range, watch for 1650. XLB charts trending. Here we've pulled back to the trend line. We've put a couple of small-bodied candles in there, little dojis, hammer-type candle. Little negative, bearish engulf here, but it was quickly reversed yesterday by a bigger engulf on some pretty good volume here. So kind of looking at XLB, and let's see. Let's look for a 6350 target, and then we'll reevaluate once we get to that level on XLB. Dollar General, I thought for sure Dollar General was going to pop out of here yesterday. I watched it several times, and it just kept getting closer and closer and closer. But it just didn't pop out. But it did close strong. So I think what I'm going to look for here is a breakout. Doesn't have to break out today. It could break out in the next few days. But I'm going to look for that breakout, and then I'm going to look for the consolidation inside that green box and watch for the buyers, and that's where I'll be picking it up. Dollar General. XLP. Got a few ETFs on here today. XLP, nice little pop yesterday. Anything inside the buy area to me would be a buy or a slight breakout. Targets around 64.80 and 67. Next one I have is Philip Morris. Let's put a line across there, right there. Yeah, let's put a line right there. 72.70. So I really like Philip Morris in this area. If it's bought in this area here, my stop is going to have to be pretty much at the low of yesterday. So my stop would be right in here about, what is that? 75.85-ish, something like that. Now, if I wait for that breakout, which that might be the better trade, wait for the breakout. So let's put our buy box up there. Then I'll adjust that stop up to maybe the high of yesterday's, or the body of yesterday's candle. So we'll put stop about right there on Philip Morris. Home Depot's looking pretty sharp. Nice little consolidation, little J-hook type chart pattern continuation. So we have a rally up, and you can see how we've moved down, and now we're moving up. That makes the J-hook, and we're looking for that continuation to the upside. XLIE, tight consolidation, pretty tight range consolidation here. I'm probably going to be looking for a buy inside, but let's see. Yeah, it's pre-market. It's actually gapping up just a little bit. We're a little early. There's still a couple hours for the market actually opens. But right now, it is showing that it's gapping up a little bit, but it's inside the buy box. So there's a really good chance that I jump on this inside the buy box here, anticipating that breakout. And then I think we'll be looking at something up here. We'll put a few trend lines up there to give us some guidance on maybe some profit taking. And then we'll better put one up top on this one. Verizon. So Verizon has been kind of nasty here. Actually, it's been in a downtrend. And here we attempted to move higher and failed, attempted to move higher and failed. that's what started to give us our trend here. We came back down, and now we're moving up, and I really like what we've got here. See how the price action has moved up? We consolidated around that trend line, and then we've broken out now. So above this trend line, I'm looking at this as a bullish action, and this action can lead us right back up to about 61 or higher. That's what I'm looking for. So let's put a line right in there. There we go. Let's call it 61. So on Verizon, we'll watch for an inside day buy or bullish follow through, and that could get us up there to that 61 area on Verizon. APA. Okay, so on APA, if we look at this chart, you can see how the price action has rallied up and just, for the most part, just has walked sideways with an ever so slight bullish tilt to it, rising lows. Now, from here, a nice little pop, and look at that, that's the kind of chart pattern we love. And then up it went, and did pull back, held up for the most part under the 17, but it held up. Well, now we're back over 3 days, 4 days ago, 5 days ago now. We gapped back up, turned the trend indicator back green, and right in through here, we're finding support. So, kind of liking the way that is setting up. If we look over here, we've got a gap that could get filled, and then from the gap higher, let's just jump right to about 26.35. So with entry, say, let's move it there. Say inside this area here, that puts us up 30%, 30% to the first target area, and then 69% up here to the second. That's one heck of a base hit right there. So I'm really eyeballing APA for an entry. And I will look to be entering inside this area. FRO, RBB setup, nice looking RBB setup, clean, nice trend here, popped up, pullback flag, broke out of the flag yesterday, follow through here. I think what we'll do is we'll look at about 930 for a target up here. So we'll follow price action if we choose to enter this. We'll follow that price action. We'll more than likely take a base hit along the way, put a few profits in our pocket, somewhere around 860 perhaps, and then we'll let the second half run up to that 930 mark. Okay, all right, let's take a look at a few things we did yesterday, and let's see here. I'm going here we are. Okay. It starts here. So, in the trade, for those that aren't in the trading room, we have a section where I post what I've bought and sold, and then that gets sent to you via your smartphone. It's an app. It's for members and trial members. As long as you download the app, you get these alerts, and you don't even have to be in the room. You can be at the dentist if you want, and you'll get these alerts on your phone. So I post them up here so it's easy for me to go back and take a look. So yesterday the scanner started alerting me on AMD. So I bought AMD right in this area. And the rest is pretty much history. AMD just shot up. And I ended up selling it yesterday because I did have a target of about 86.14 on it. It came very close. It pulled back just ever so slightly. And I sold it. Let's see here. What did I do here? I know I sold it. Sold it at the top there for 38.8%. If it takes off today, I can always get back in it without a problem. Maybe it pulls back just a little bit. I'll keep my fingers crossed, and then I can get a better entry on AMD. I feel it's going to $100, but I'm just not willing to risk 38% overnight. I'll take that money and put it in my pocket. So I'll be looking for another entry on AMD. Let's see, what else did we do here? We did close our AIG and close that out for a loss. We had it over here, and we waited and waited and waited and thought it was going to get going. It didn't happen, so I closed it out, took the loss on it, moved on, able to put money in other positions. Another one we closed was NIO. We had bought NIO, and I really wanted to buy more yesterday, but the chart just did not give me a reason to be a buyer. In fact, it gave me more of a reason to be a seller. So I closed NIO for a 15% profit. I will look to get back in if we can get back into this green area and I can see those buyers in there. Target. We closed the last half of Target for a 35% profit up here. It does look like it's moving higher. I don't know if I'll get back in this one just because it's up too much, and I don't think it has the juice to do all that. So we'll just wait patiently for a little bit of a pullback or rest for that one. Let's see. We did close our BABA. We closed BABA for about a 10.5% profit, and I will look to get back in. I'm actually going to move this line down now. I will look to get back in if we can stabilize up here a little bit. All right. And that is, oh yeah, we closed Bank of America as well. I closed Bank of America. I was just getting kind of tired of it. It wasn't doing anything. I'll get in it if the scanner starts to alert me that it's moving, but I just had an uncomfortable feeling about it, so I chose to get out of it. But I will get back in if the scanner allows me to do that. Our CGC, we're still in. That seems to be doing well, and looks like we're still headed up here to the 20 to 21 area. CSCO is doing very well. It finally looks like it's on the road here, and we're going to be opening up near the top of yesterday. Still looking at 48.90 and possibly 52 on CSCO. We picked up a little FEYE yesterday, and it looks like we're opening up on a nice little gap, so that's working out well. NEM acting good here. I'm looking for a target somewhere between these two blue lines, and I will look to take those profits. Alrighty. Like I said, if you are a member of Hit and Run Candlesticks or a trial member, and you download the app, if you come in the room, we'll help you download the app. This is a special app, not the one you can get on the website. You have to come to the room to download this special app. And what happens is I post all my trades, buys and sells, as I make them or before I make them, and you will receive those via alert on your iPhone or your smartphone. All right, everyone, you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful hump day. Trade well. Remember that profits, you can't go wrong with profits. And we'll see you all in the room or this time tomorrow. Thank you very much.